It is clearly summertime, and summertime just calls for light, fresh food, and Mexican-inspired dishes seem to fit that bill perfectly. Courtney Wise is here. She's standing by in the IGA kitchen right now. Courtney, that food looks so summery and fresh, and it smells so amazing. What are you guys making today?
And you know what, Haley? It's healthy, too. This is my friend, Mike Boz. He's not only a friend, but a fellow CrossFitter. So, you know, we try to eat healthy, even though if you looked at my blog lately, it's like full of sugar and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so we have fish tacos, homemade guacamole, homemade salsa, even homemade chips. I mean, you make everything from scratch.
Well, most of it anyway.
You don't have to be shy on this show. Okay, let's start with the chips. What you did was you just cut like the little round tortillas.
Yeah, we got some tortillas right here. And you know, when you eat Mexican at the restaurants, a lot of times the chips are fried. So a little healthier play on that is we're baking them. So what we'll do is we'll just take 10 or 12 tortillas, cut them into quarters. Pretty simple.
Yeah.
Then what we'll do, once we've got them quartered out, just grab a baking sheet, spray it down with some non-stick cooking spray, stick it in the oven, 350 degrees.
They're crunchy.
They'll be ready in about 15 minutes. About halfway through, you want to turn the tray. Sometimes ovens don't heat evenly, so that'll help you get a little more consistent, crunchy baked tortilla chip.
I would actually rather eat those than the fried ones. I'm serious.
Appreciate that.
That's really, really good.
Thank you.
Okay, so just a little salt, a little spray, get your tortillas.
When you pull them out, salt them immediately. That way that salt kind of adheres to the chip and the flavor carries through to your guacamole.
I love them. Okay, well, you can't have these kind of chips without guacamole. So teach me how you make your guacamole.
Well, first thing you do, obviously, is get the avocado out of its shell. Some people may be intimidated by this, but it's really an easy process.
Yeah, I'm really glad you're showing this on the air because I do think that some people are like, I don't know how to get the seed out, I don't know how to pick them. So you want to make sure they're just slightly soft.
Yeah, slightly soft to the touch, but still firm. Just take your knife, kind of hit your pit.
Yeah.
It'll come right out. Don't hit your hand. It'll hurt.
Yeah, really. Let's not cut off our fingers and say that Courtney and Mike told you to do that.
Yeah. And then it's simple. You can, if you want it diced, go ahead and dice it. You can score the avocado while it's still in the shell.
Yeah, that way you're not getting it all over your fingers. I've done that before, haven't you?
Oh, many times.
Now you're gonna top your fish tacos with that, right?
We are. We're actually gonna slice the other half, and it's gonna be the topping for the fish tacos here in just a few minutes.
Yum.
So simple, just take a spoon, scoop it out after you score it, stick it in a bowl, put it to the side.
Okay,
we'll be good to go.
So teach me how to mash these babies up.
All right, so our homemade guacamole, you can do a lot of different things with guacamole. What we're going to do today is pretty straightforward. I have 2 avocados, which is usually good for about 4 people. Have some onion, about half a cup of red onion chopped.
I could eat one by myself, by the way, couldn't you? They're
I do
so
all the time.
good. And that's one thing in CrossFit, you know, we try to eat on the zone, and a lot of people are like, no, I don't want the avocado or the guacamole because it's fattening, but it's good fat, guys. It's good.
It's one of the best fats you can eat, really.
That's right.
We've stuck some tomato, about half a cup, a little more than that. One thing you have to put in your guacamole, though, is lime juice, fresh squeezed.
Fresh.
What that does is the acidity in the limes keep the guacamole and the avocado from browning too soon. So squeeze 2 halves of lime.
Plus it gives it that zing that you want. I mean, that's just like really good flavor. And it doesn't taste the same when you do it with lemon juice. Do you agree?
Oh, 100%.
You have to have lime juice.
You have to have lime juice. Then we're going to season it a little bit. Here's some ancho chili powder.
Ooh,
this is a good chili. It's not too spicy. It's got a lot of good flavor. Some cumin for that smoky flavor. You can smell the cumin probably already. Then just simple salt and pepper. As liberal as you want to be with the salt, it's really to taste. Some fresh ground pepper. And then, Courtney, we just start mashing.
Now, you never mash with a fork. We had this conversation earlier. Sometimes I do. Does that mean I'm lazy?
No, well, this is just a little more efficient. Maybe I'm the lazy one.
No. Okay, well, no, I like that. So that's really a potato masher.
It is. It's a potato masher. And what you do is you just kind of get your ingredients mixed up.
Ooh, look at it.
Mash it to the consistency that you like. Some people like a little chunk to their guacamole with the avocado and tomatoes.
Don't mind if I do.
Please do.
Mike, that's so good.
Yeah, glad you like it.
I'm telling you, the lime juice makes it.
Does it?
And you didn't put any garlic in there, did you?
No, I did not. You know, you can put garlic in there. I've seen people put blue cheese.
You don't need to.
No, you don't. You don't. And it's just good, easy, fresh.
That's tasty. All right, we're going to move on real fast to the fish. Now, what kind of fish is this?
We just did tilapia today.
Okay.
Tilapia is an easy white fish, kind of bland, but it holds flavors well. Some complex flavors we'll be adding later.
Easy to cook, too, because it's not too thick.
That's exactly right. Mahi, snapper, any of those will do well for fish tacos. But just salt and pepper is all we did. we'll do both sides.
Okay.
And
just take a few minutes, what, maybe like 4 minutes or so?
At the most.
Okay.
At the most.
Well, that's the perfect time for us to take a break. When we come back, we're gonna show you how to make some mango salsa, and we have some black bean, a side dish of black beans, and then we'll finish the tacos for you. Don't go away. All right, everyone, we are gonna finish up these fish tacos. It just gave us enough time in the commercial break to kind of brown them a little bit on each side. Okay, what do we do now, Mike?
Oh, let's make our mango salsa.
Okay.
This is gonna go on top of the fish tacos. What we did is we just diced up a whole mango.
You perfectly diced those, by the way. Great job. And that's kind of another thing that people are a little afraid about. Mangoes are slippery and they're hard to cut.
They are hard to cut, but they have an unbelievable flavor. They're very sweet. A lot of recipes for mango salsa call for chili peppers. I'm using radishes instead, just to ease up on the heat a little bit. We're gonna squeeze it.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, some people don't like a lot of spice. We're gonna have some spice in our Chipotle cream sauce. So this sweet heat, they'll kind of offset each other.
But if you really wanted it to be hot, you could use...
Use diced jalapenos or serrano chilies.
Your nose will be running as you're eating it.
Absolutely, as you want it to, a little bit. I'm gonna add just a touch of cilantro to it as well, some fresh lime juice, and a little bit of red onion.
Now, is this a Mike Baugh's recipe, or did you get this from a cookbook?
Well, just like most things, you see it in a cookbook, you try it, and then you just adapt it to your own style.
Yeah.
So, what you
I love
like.
it. It's very colorful, and it's very summery.
It is, very fresh tasting.
Yeah.
And it's a good balance for the heat that we're going to see here in just a minute with this Chipotle cream sauce. So.
Now, there's a lot of vegetables in what you're making. You have 2 young boys at home.
I do.
And a beautiful wife with a rockin' body. This is how they eat all the time. Now, do your kids like to eat this stuff too?
They do. They love tacos. They love guacamole and chips.
So they're just digging in.
All the time.
That's awesome.
All the time.
And I'm sure they see that you're in the kitchen, Stephanie's in the kitchen, and it's probably a family fun.
It is. It's something we enjoy together as a family, and keeps us together.
Okay, I love that.
Keeps us doing things together. Next, why don't we do the pico de gallo for the black beans? It's really, really simple. Again, just some fresh tomatoes, onions, cilantro.
You gotta have red onion too, don't you think?
I like red onion.
Kind of gives it a kick rather than the white
onions.
onions.
It's a good balance with these, so it works pretty well. This is really just to spice up, add a little bit of flavor to our black beans, which are a very healthy side item. They have a lot of protein, good carbs. So
you don't have to salt and pepper that either. You just...
You can salt and pepper to taste. I think we're going to have enough in our fish and enough of our other flavors that kind of probably have enough salt to this point.
What else you got over here?
Last thing, let's make the Chipotle cream sauce.
Now, I've never had this before. I've had Chipotle. I'm sure you have too.
You have a spoon over there?
Yes, this one.
Still got a little avocado on it. That's okay.
You want to lick it?
That's all right. Here, we'll just do this. This is a good base. It kind of binds the whole taco together. So what we're going to do is we've got a reduced fat sour cream. About, I don't know, half a cup or so.
Yeah.
Really, most of these recipes are to taste. So when we add the Chipotle puree, it's probably, you can add more mayonnaise, add more sour cream to bring the heat down if it's a little too hot for you.
Okay.
So what we've done, equal parts mayo, equal parts sour cream, and then...
And that's hot right there.
This is hot. These are pureed Chipotles, which are smoked jalapenos and adobo sauce. So we'll just mix those together.
Hey, that looks pretty too.
Yeah, it's got a good color to it. And let's pull off a fillet of that fish, Courtney. Maybe that smaller one.
I should have worn my apron. Could you just put it on top?
Yeah, let's just put it.
Do you slice it normally?
Yeah, I usually cut it a little bit.
For time's sake,
we're just going to do that.
Yeah, perfect.
We're going to hit it with a little bit of our puree, or our Chipotle cream sauce. Some cabbage. This gives it a nice crunch, nice different texture.
You have to have the cabbage, I think.
You have to have the cabbage.
And then it's healthy too, so that's good.
It is healthy. And then for some good color, some good flavor to offset that heat, there's some mango salsa.
Oh, look at that, Mike. I love it.
Top it with a little bit of fresh cilantro.
Here's a spoon for you.
Squeeze it with a lime. And then we'll, got it, thank you. We'll dish out some of these black beans here.
Okay, this recipe, by the way, is going to be on IGAmeals.com. So you can try to make these chips and the guacamole, the salsa, I mean, everything. And you know what? If you just don't want to try the fish tacos, you could always do this with chicken, right?
You absolutely can. Chicken, I'll tell you something else that's really good with it. Flat iron steak.
Oh, yes. Cut it real thin.
Try anything.
Yeah.
You know, do whatever do whatever you like. If you don't like fish, try steak, chicken.
I love it. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this recipe. I so enjoyed it. Thank you so much. You are a fabulous cook. By the way, I hope he comes on the show again because this is not the only thing this man can do right here. All right, everyone. Hope you have a great day. More Midday Live when we return.